So, gabapentin, let's talk about it. I had a lot of people ask me about this one. So, this is what gabapentin looks like, and it is a GABA, which is the neurotransmitter in our brain, analog. And you can kind of see how they look similar. They have similar groups hanging off of them. That's important because that's what binds. But surprisingly enough, gabapentin does not act on any GABA receptor and does not convert into GABA, the neurotransmitter. The primary way gabapentin works is on the calcium channels in the brain. And what this primarily does on a downstream effect is it lowers neuronal firing and it lowers neurotransmitter release. So I'm a psychiatrist. I'm very clear from my page. I have a lot of people asking me about gabapentin. So do you think gabapentin has any indication for any psychiatric disorder? You might be tempted to say yes, but this is actually what gabapentin is FDA approved for. Partial seizures with or without secondary generalization, post-herpetic neuralgia, restless leg syndrome with the extended release version. However, I see a lot of times people get gabapentin to reduce anxiety or for anxiety disorders. I also see, not so much anymore, that gabapentin was marketed as a mood stabilizer for people with bipolar disorder. And it's not like gabapentin has zero side effects. It has side effects. It's renally excreted, meaning metabolized through the kidney. And at very high doses, if somebody has kidney issues, it could exacerbate those problems or create new ones. And this led to a lawsuit called Franklin v. Park Davis. This lawsuit led to a $430 million settlement from the pharmaceutical company. And this case was a landmark trial because it was the first off-label promotion case brought successfully under the False Claims Act. And the sad part is, I guess, as just a regular psychiatrist working day to day, is that this idea that gabapentin is a useful treatment for anxiety or bipolar disorder or anything like that is still pervasive in society and in culture as a whole. So gabapentin for anxiety, not a fan. Useful for pain, useful for restless leg syndrome, post-herpetic neuralgia, some seizure activity. Not useful for an anxiety disorder. Let me know if you have any questions below.